Hello, everybody, and welcome to Breakfast with Jeff. This is the edition I talked to you about. If you watched the previous show, I talked to you about the Bret Michaels concert. We were getting ready to leave. When I did, I'm sorry I jumped off the camera so quick, but we wanted to get going. I went to see my mother, and I see my niece celebrating prom. In this episode, we're going to talk a little bit about the Bret Michaels concert, how it went. We'll also talk about family things. I want to point out some facts before we start. If you're new to the show, you see me always drinking a Mountain Dew. It's what I do. It's just how I chill, how I do things. The products I sponsor on my shows, the products that I use, I don't ever talk about something that I don't use. So YouTube is the official Breakfast with Jeff show. So if you are got a YouTube thing, you can go with my name. Just type in the name Jeff Sigsworth. That is the name of the username, and you can subscribe to me and catch up with all the latest episodes of Breakfast with Jeff, Jeff's Journal, and all that. Blip people, you do get the episodes. It's going to take you a little longer for you to get them because, like I said, I do those last. The reason why I do that is I figured it's just easier to put them on. I'm just trying to get as many views as I can. A little bit about the show. If you're not tuned in, basically, I have a good time. I rant, I rave, I talk about things on my shows. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. It's just I started doing this as something for my friends to keep up to date with what's new with me. And then I started making it as a show where I can spread it out with more other people. Because some people might, want to listen to it, want to watch it. Some people might say, well, he's boring as shit, and that's fine. Swearing. I don't try to swear. Sometimes I swear mostly in my shows because I get heated and I get upset about stuff. And it's understandable. The world that we live in is just how it works. I'm sure, in your life you've been sworn at thousands of times, so I don't know why you'd be so surprised to hear a swear word. This episode will be heated, I will swear, and, I understand that you have kids and you say, well, I don't want my kids to see that. I just feel that you guys can understand that it's just how things work. In this episode, like I said, I'm going to rant and rave a little bit. I'm going to keep you up to date on what's going on and stuff. So if you, I noticed that I've been doing statistics on Blip. I noticed I've had not very many people looking and listening, which I don't understand. Some of the things I'm talking about is serious stuff, and you guys don't even, you don't bother to listen. You think it's boring. Well, truth hurts. So let's get into the show. Last night we went to the casino, Safeway Casino to Lake Wisconsin, to Bret Michaels concert. We got there probably about a little bit after 5 o'clock, almost 5:30, and we got in there a little bit before 5, and we sat down and waited. And believe it or not, there was a line all the way clear to almost to the restaurant, to one end to the other. There was people getting tickets. When you walked in there, now this is the thing that upset me is I went into the concert, and I'm sitting here, and I understand people wait a long time to be able to see the stuff, and I understand that. But you've grown up. It's like me swearing. You don't like to hear your kids hear me swearing. That's probably the reason why you don't watch a show. Well, imagine you've grown up that when you walk into somebody and you bump into them, you say, excuse me. It's just what you do. Well, 95 to 90 to 100% of those people, when they walked and they bumped into you, they didn't say excuse me. They didn't bother to say excuse me. They understand. They ran into you and that was it. Who cares? I got to get up there and I got to get right up to the front. It doesn't matter if you're in the middle. It doesn't matter if you're in the end. You're going to see them. And it doesn't matter. It's just the bottom line is why do you got to be right up front? Why do you got to be up the guy's nose? So we're sitting there and we're trying to watch a show, and you got people bumping into people, and you got people. Then it's got these people. I mean, they got to be to have the biggest heads that I've ever seen in my life, and it's just like, and naturally, these people, they can't sit, they can't just go to a concert and listen to the music and enjoy it. No, no, no. They got to put up some stupid ass costume. I'm sorry, stupid costume. One guy's got to have a big old cowboy hat on with a baseball cap on. He's got to have all this stuff on. Why? Why? You can't, look at me. I can enjoy the bit by Michael's music just as much as anybody else, but I don't need to dress up like a entire retard to do it. I don't need to put on I don't need to put on a little mascara under my eyeballs, and I don't need to put on some big hat, wear some cheap, cheesy ass shirt. I don't need to do that. I sit down in my home and I listen to his music and I pay attention to what he does. I figure out what he writes and what he sings. So don't sit there and give me that line of crap that you need to sit there and dress like a total goon. And of course they got to have the biggest hats in America, and they got to be standing there directly in front of you. So as you know, I'm getting kind of heated. I'm not going to lie to you. I have an anxiety situation where I get upset and I get mad and I get angry and I feel like I want to slap somebody up the side and back side of their head. And you know what? It's not my fault. It's theirs, because they don't have the considered common courtesy to say excuse me. You bump into somebody, you say excuse me. It's like saying, I'm sorry, I don't mean to bump into you, but you know what? You don't care. I got to get up and see this person. I'm going to get up as far as I can, and I'm going to bump into you in the process. I got to hurry up and get to that side place so I can pick up my beer. And then check this out. The guys go right into the bathroom to go use the bathroom. Here's these women. They actually have to stand in line to go to the bathroom. And I said this. I said, if these women would stop drinking so much fucking beer, they wouldn't have to fucking go to the bathroom. And of course, some lady gives me me evil look. About what? About the truth? About the truth? How do you like it? How do you like when people are rude? How do you like it when people expect somebody to be respectful and they be ignorant and be mean? It's ridiculous. So, because of the anxiety, because of the thing, we didn't really stay very long. By the aspects of the people, by the aspects of the crowd, there were a bunch of ignoramuses. They didn't give a shit. They didn't give a crap about anybody. All they cared about was getting their butt up to the stage, and that's it. They didn't care. On the aspects of the show was good. The show was good. He came out, he rocked the house, he did a good job. Which that's just professionalism. You go out there and you do your job. Like I said, no matter where you are, no matter where you go, you buy their albums. You listen to their music. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter which Walmart you go to pick up an album. You do listen to their music. So as aspects of that, he did a great job of rocking the house and playing the best music and doing, he did a great job there. But I think in the aspects of people, I'm disappointed. I expected a lot more respect from these people. I expected them to do a lot better job from these people. So that's as far as that goes. So on aspects of the Michael's concert, I give it a rating of a D- or D+. It was, the show was good, but the people were rude asses. And I cannot, and I'm gonna be honest with you folks. I can't pretend to be something I'm not. I understand you don't like swearing, and it's not the nicest thing in the world, but you know what? We live in a world that profanity is just the way it works. Things happen. If you look at the world that we live in, we live in a violent, uncaring world. You don't see people helping other people, and you see people doing stuff to each other. You see mothers drowning kids, and you see people shooting up movie theaters. I mean, this is the world that we live in. You guys gotta understand, you ain't living in a world where everybody is sweet and kind, and they all say excuse me and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bump into you. It's just not the world we live in, and I understand you got, some of you might have kids out there. Well, they're going to have to learn about this stuff sooner than later. So I can sit here and I can pretend and fake, say, oh, I'm sorry, whatever. But I got to be truthful and honest about how things are. So that's as far as that goes. In the aspects of the Bret Michaels concert, it was not what it was cracked out to be. Now, the other part I talked to you about was my niece. I like I said, I see my mother, and I see my niece. My mother is doing good. She went on a trip. She went to Graceland. She went to the Grand Ole Opry. She got us each, me and Sam each Dave, Sam, and I each a T-shirt from Graceland, which has a big picture of Elvis Presley on it. And she was telling us about some of the adventures she had, which I ain't gonna mention, but I'm just saying that it was a funny stories. I know that. My niece came over, and I got to see my niece going to prom. I ain't gonna say too much about that, but it proves to me about about how things are. You just you have a kid. I think you should take care of your kid. I mean, prom is probably one of the most special moments in a person's life. And you come there and you have this dress and you don't have no shoes to wear. You're wearing sandals. I don't know why you would be wearing sandals. I mean, I think you need to take the time and get some shoes on her, and luckily she did. Like I said, my mother went out and got her some nice shoes to wear. And of course, then I look at pictures and she's standing in couch crap, with her nice prom dress on. It's like, why would you be doing that? So I don't know. The thing is, I can get upset about it, but it's not my position to say. I know a lot of people get very sensitive to that stuff. So that's as far as that goes. I'm going to take a break. We'll be right back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Just had to take a break and do a little battery charge and everything like that. I'm not going to talk too much because there's not much to talk about. Just to recap, I talked about the Bret Michaels concert, which was nothing really special. It was a pretty horrible night. It was supposed to be fun and pretty cool, and it wasn't. On the aspects of my niece, I talked about her prom dress. There's a few things I wanted to get off my mind. Number one was why my niece was wearing flip flops with a prom dress. Why she's standing in manure, barefoot in a prom dress. A lot of things. I mean, it's pretty much what she does, but it just, you think, a special night like that, everything would look really, nice. You'll have your shoes and your hair done and your dress, and you don't expect things like that to happen. I'm gonna explain some things to some of my viewers, because a lot of people quite don't understand how my show videos work. Breakfast with Jeff is a morning show. Jeff's Journal is basically an on-location show. This is a follow-up to Jeff's Breakfast with Jeff's Journal. This is called Bret Michaels, and the thing is, I want people to understand the reason why I do videos is I enjoy doing videos. I think it's a good way to spew off all my anger and frustrations, and the people that do actually sit and listen, I appreciate it. The people that don't, I don't expect, people that don't even know me to sit there and listen to me talk for, an hour or 45 minutes or whatever. But the people that are friends, if, I think it would be nice that you do turn on the thing and you listen and you talk about what's going on and stuff, because if you're my real friend, you'd sit and you wouldn't watch 2 minutes of it and say, well, I'm done. You'd actually sit and you'd watch the whole thing. The whole point of the video is to kind of bring you into the home. You get a chance to sit and you get a chance to be a part of something, you say, well, I like to go and visit you, but and you don't have the means to do it. So why not us take you into our home, let you be a part of something? And to do that, that's what the whole Breakfast with Jeff and Jeff's Journal and all that is. It's a way where you can sit and spend the next so many minutes with me and sit here and talk about stuff. Kind of a change up. I mean,
what are you doing? Oh, I can feel the baby on 1 second.
We were watching Twilight and for some
Breaking
reason.
Dawn Part 1.
We're watching Breaking Dawn Part 1 and some reason Bella thinks she's pregnant and she's got a kid inside of her after 2 days after being intimate, which is ridiculous.
And she can feel the baby after
She can feel the baby after she just happened to, so it's ridiculous. That's what the whole God, my stomach, crazy. No, seriously, getting back to what I was talking about. To our friends, sit down, relax. Let me talk to you about some stuff. Push on the button, take a look. I admit, a lot that a lot of people on my Facebook, and I want to let you know that if you're my true friend, what you can do is that they don't put my shows on a timeline. So what you can do is I can send you an invite to Jeff's web shows, which is basically all of my videos will be posted onto. If you want to go to YouTube, which is where I mainly upload it, just click on the type of the name Jeff Sigsworth. Boom, there it is. So that's as far as that goes. To my friends, I know you guys can't come down here anytime soon. I know it's times are hectic. So why not me bring you my home to you? Just go to your YouTube, click on the button. There you go. Just ask for an invite to Jeff's web shows. My email is sigs_Jeff@yahoo.com. You can send me a message, and I'll be happy to send you an invite. Or you can just go to YouTube and subscribe to me. My name is on there as Jeff Sigsworth. But yeah, it's mainly I do the shows for my friends. I mean, you want to know what's going on, what's new with me. This is kind of the way you can do that. I rant and I rave about stuff that upsets me and angers me and all that stuff. So basically, that's basically what goes on. So basically, I rant and rave. Sometimes you might think, well, it's boring. Sometimes you might say, well, okay, I understand what he's saying. So, to the new people that actually do listen, thank you. And I appreciate it. And the people that are my friends that do watch it, thanks. I appreciate it. And it's like I said, today I'm just ranting and raving about Michael's concert and some things that are on my mind that I don't understand, but it's how things are, I can't change it. I can't change the way I feel. I mean, I feel that this world is messed up. I mean, you've got shootings and you got bombings and, the year 2013, this stuff is getting to be a little bit old. But just the point, it happens. So, a lot of things that upset me. But like I said, I ranted and raved about that, the bombings and all that stuff. I ranted and raved about that. That's a separate issue. I'm not going to get into that. The whole point of this video is to get updated with what's going on, what's new. And what's new is the Bret Michaels concert was new, and kind of how the night progressed. So that's as far as that goes. What else can I talk about? Basically, I'm going to do now a promotion thing. I'm going to promote some of the stuff that I use. Remember, all the products that I advertise on my show is stuff I use. I I do not get paid to do this. I just do this because, say this because I like people to be able to use the products. We Make Video Converter is a converter I use. It's a great converter. It does up to 20 hours of shows. So if you happen to want to watch a show or you got a marathon that you recorded and, you know, it's about 6, 7, 8 hours, you know, you're able to do that. And you're able to use that. And it's called FreeMake. Just type in FreeMake Video Converter. It'll happen to bring you to the site. You download it. There you go. Another product I use is FreeMake Video Downloader. Now, if you are a YouTube fanatic and you like doing stuff on YouTube, FreeMake Video Downloader is really awesome. It's basically helps you be able to download your favorite videos. So what you want to do is just go to a FreeMake Video Downloader and pretty much use that up. And so that's another one that I use. There's a product that I use that that was paid. I paid for. It's a pay site. It's called DVD Fab, which is a good product for copying movies, copying videos and stuff. It's something really nice. And the storyline behind that is I purchased the product way back when it was DVD Fab 5. And I produced the key, and what happened was, this is exactly what I'm talking about with crack sites. With people think that you know exactly what you're doing. I went out and I wanted to buy DVD Fab, and I bought it. And I went up to the website, I purchased the item, and then I found out when I went to go and purchase it, they said I could get a free update. So I thought I'd update it to the new version. And come to find out, they told me it was wrong. Come to find out, all this time I didn't realize that I actually got it from a crack site. I didn't realize that I got this paid version from a crack site. I had no idea. I thought I bought it from a legitimate company. And I paid $25, $30. They told me that was how much they charged for, which was just scary. Considering the fact, how much do you charge for this program? So, but and then people, here's a little hint for you. DVD Fab is, you probably say, well, what happens if you get in trouble if you use it? I actually tell you the truth, it's wrong. See, the company is wrong because they're allowing you to burn, copyrighted movies, which is against the law. And even though that you, purchase, don't pay for the product, they're not going to do nothing to you because basically their product is illegal to begin with. So it makes no sense, but it's how it is. It's how it is. So that's something just to kind of keep up to date. But that is a program I do use. I do use it. It's a great program. It's good for copying discs and doing stuff like that. So if you want this good burning software, you just simply can try that out. It's another product I do use. Products I advertise on my shows. The products I use. I do not just sit and say, oh, this is a wonderful product, and I think it's that, and it finds out it's garbage. So the stuff that I use is the stuff that I advertise. Pretty much about it. A couple notes to some of my audience members. If you're bored, you don't have nothing to do, you just sit on the computer, playing on Farmville, or not even playing on Farmville, just doing stuff, and you're bored, you want to hear some tunes, go to stormradio.net, which would be www.stormradio.net. I'm DJ Jeff, of course, I run the radio. Anytime that you want to hear something, simply send me a message to my email, stigs_jeff@yahoo.com, or send me a message, whatever you want to do, and I will make sure that I play it up. Tuesdays, we have something called Tuesday 2 Plays, which means I play 2 songs of an artist that you request, and which is pretty cool there. So another advertisement, I'm going to advertise, so that's pretty much about it for the aspects of the atmosphere. So what I'm going to do is I'm starting to get kind of lost here with my words here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off. I want to say thank you to my viewers, people that watch the videos, thank you, and the people that want to continue. I noticed that I do get some people that watch on Blip. You just have to wait really a while for me to get it updated to yours. You will be put on there sometime today. And on the aspects of YouTube, just go to type in Jeff Sigsworth and simply subscribe to me, and you can catch up to the newest and latest episodes of Breakfast with Jeff, Jeff's Journal, Bitching Out, and a bunch more. So that's how you can do that. So I don't want to talk in circles and take any more time. So thank you, everybody. To my viewers, thank you for watching, and for my friends, thank you for watching. And I am going to let you guys go. In the meantime, this is called Breakfast with Jeff. Bret Michaels. Until then, everybody, so long.